What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Devils will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the move, running into the open space. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Complete out of the backfield.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Nice move to keep running. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Finds his man, it's Booth. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Creates a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
With the catch, it's Silver. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on 1st down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after they catch it. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Booth. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Got the quick pass. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And some room to work. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benedict. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Hauls it in. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Touch pass on the run. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Corner's going to give them room. Got enough for the first. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
DB's right up on the receivers. With the run on first and goal. Lowers those pads. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just Try to get a stop. Beg for one, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Here on 3rd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Floating away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Just keeps slinging it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires and picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. He's loose. He's at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead?
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Stanford. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Johnson wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Johnson looking to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
A Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Benedict. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Fighting off the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. On the option. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is in the air. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Johnson wants to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Johnson looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete on the right side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Going to look downfield again. Can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking for the score. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They want that clock to run. Pitch up the first down, still moving. On the move is the 30. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Just a huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The throw. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Toss sweep to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.